Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. This is a special leaky edition. There's a whole lot of data leaks this week, and it's just a subtle reminder to put as little data in other people's servers as you conceivably can, because holy crap, there's a lot of leaky stuff. So I'm calling this one, You've Been Pwned. And we're going to go ahead and start out with a little update. If you guys remember the data breach in 2016, I think the information finally came out like, I don't know, last year, 2 years ago. Well, it turned out that the executive there paid hush money to the hacker to conceal the massive breach. He is now actually being charged. This is Joe Sullivan. He was charged with obstructing justice and concealing a felony for the alleged cover-up. He engaged in a scheme to withhold or conceal the data breach from regulators and failed to report it to law enforcement or the public, according to the complaint filed in federal court on Tuesday. He's being charged with corporate cover-up, and Sullivan is being charged with a payment of hush money to conceal something that should have been revealed, he said. And so there is kind of an update. You know, a big company gets in here, they get a data breach, you got to report it. You have got to report it. That's really the case that you need to do. So just be careful about that, there's some of these companies, some of these data leaks occur and they just don't tell you about it until they absolutely have to. They get caught. And so there is that. An Alexa bug. Hey, Alexa, order me some unicorn meat. Confirm. We have to do that, right? So we have not ordered unicorn meat for anybody for a while. So I figured I had to throw this one in. So there was an Alexa bug. This is actually not a bug on the device. It was actually a misconfiguration of the S3 calendar that all the data was in on AWS. So apparently even Amazon fails to misconfigure their own servers. That's exciting. I said a double negative. Amazon fails to properly configure their own servers. So if that tells you anything about Amazon and S3 buckets and how leaky these things can be, there was a hack on the servers that would have enabled a hacker to gain access to all of your data, everything you've said, the voice samples, so they can hear your voice. You know, very helpful for all of these things that want to identify you from your voice print, which is the stupidest thing ever in this world where we can, do these AI to make somebody's voice print. So they can grab that. They can grab the transcripts of what you said and other information about your Amazon. So it was not something that was super easy to do, but still it was something that was indeed possible to do because they did not configure the Amazon S3 bucket correctly. Indeed, it was an S3 calendar. All right, a fertility app called Premom, great name for an app, isn't it? The Premom app reportedly shared all of its customer data with Chinese companies. So a nonprofit was auditing this guy, and what they ended up doing is finding out that all of the data was being passed on between several different Chinese companies. So they sent letters to FTC, to Google, Attorney General of Illinois, where it is based. Since users had no way to opt out of the tracking and were not aware it was happening, the practice could violate state and federal laws. Also as a violation of Google's laws. So it's an Android app. So they identified companies such as Jingguang, IMSNS, and Yumeng. The latter company, Yumeng, is owned by the Chinese e-company Alibaba. Beijing-based startup provides mobile app analytics solutions for mobile development teams and individual developers. So all of this data was leaked out. It's 100% compliant with Chinese law. Yeah, so is decapitating Muslims. And I just don't think we need that as part of law. Very interesting. So Instacart discloses security instance caused by 2 contractors. So this is a breach from within. I will remind you, there was a time that I did academic software sales for my company. And they basically gave us all of the access to all of the data, which, by the way, included K through 12 and college students. Despite I only worked in the college division, I had access to everything. So as a private contractor working from home, I could log in to the entire master system. I could look up any student in the country utilizing our system. I could see their grades. I could download the data, all of this kind of stuff. This is the problem with these types of services, whether it be contracting out to medical services, contracting out to academic services. The internal contractors that we are being hired for this, you have to ask, are they trustworthy or not? Even the employees. This is a major source of breaching. So even if you trust the company, can you entrust every employee in the company? Especially when you get these call center employees that have access to everything in your account and you're paying them absolutely peanuts, giving them horrible hours and horrible working conditions. It's expected that a hacker is going to pay them off. And that's exactly what ends up happening. So in this case, Instacart discloses a security instance caused by 2 contractors. Instacart says 2 employees at a third-party support vendor accessed more shopper profiles than was necessary. AKA, let's download a bunch of crap and sell it to hackers on the third world governments. Oh, joy. Yeah, that little joke didn't land right. Grocery delivery pickup service Instacart disclosed security instance caused by 2 employees working for a company providing tech support services for Instacart shoppers. According to a press release published today, Instacart says the 2 employees may have reviewed more shopper profiles than was necessary in their roles as a support agents. Companies now notifying 2,100 shoppers via email about the incident. Figure represents the Instacart user profiles the company believes the 2 employees might have needlessly accessed while working as tech support agents. I think they were working as tech support double agents, actually. Routine audits identified its second security instance this year, of course, in July. 278,000 Instacart accounts were found on the dark web. So yeah, got to be careful. Even if you trust the company, the employees in the company may very well go rogue. All right, before we get to the last couple stories, I do have a science fiction novel out called Synaptergy. It potentially could have something to do with data leaking or anything like that. But anyway, you can pick up Synaptergy anywhere where you order books from online. We do have our online bookstore. I was able to get it back up since PayPal decided to delete my account. We do have this back up and running with Stripe now. So that is back online. We have the print books, we have the ebooks, and we have the audiobooks. You can pick up those anywhere that you can pick up any of those types of books. And go ahead and let me know if there's any questions there. You can head on over to the website here and read the first chapter, see if the first chapter hooks you, or you can listen to the first half of the first chapter as an audiobook. So definitely worth checking that out. All right, let's get back to the rest of the news. All right, so you folks up there in Canada, the CRA shuts down online services after thousands of accounts breached in cyber attacks. Yes, so everyone's like, we need our government services. And they're like, you can't come in. Like the plague's here. You can't come in. Do it all online. Yeah, some hackers decided to shut that down. So the Canada Revenue Agency has temporarily shut down its online services after the agency confirms it was hit by 2 cyber attacks that compromised thousands of accounts linked to its services. Oh, and this is why we don't want government to control all this stuff. I'm not sure I really want private companies to either, though. Breaches have been contained. Services connected to my account, my business account, and represent a client on the CRA website have been disabled as additional safety measures. Shutdown means that anyone attempting to apply for emergency COVID benefits, such as the Canadian Emergency Response Benefit or the Canadian Emergency Student Benefit, will be unable to do so until further notice. Stay home, locked down. You can't go to work. You can't have a job. We're not giving you any benefits either. Learn to eat tree bark, you fools. Yeah. So 5,500 accounts were attacked by these. So you guys up in Canada, good luck with that. Sounds exciting. And on to our final one. A AI company. Okay, this is an artificial intelligence company. Leaked 2.5 million medical records. They actually came from insurance claims, it would appear. So what an AI company was doing with medical records, medical diagnoses, and insurance companies, well, that's your guess is as good as mine. This is why we need to ban all of this crap. Just ban it. Just ban it. Find these guys out of existence and into oblivion. So leaked data related to car accidents includes names, insurance records, medical diagnosis notes, and payment records. How exciting. So security researcher detailed how an artificial intelligence company in possession of nearly 2.6 million medical records allowed them to be publicly visible on the internet. As a clear reminder that our personal health data is not safe. This is why I want to find a doctor that does not record stuff online. I know of one great doctor down there in Florida. If you are looking for one down there who doesn't do that online, let me know. I'll see if I can put you guys in contact. A Secure Thoughts report, July 7th, the security researcher Jeremiah Fowler discovered 2 folders of medical records available for anyone to access on the internet. Data was labeled staging data and hosted by an artificial intelligence company, Sensei AI. Is it Sensei AI? Whatever that is, AI, which specializes in SaaS-based intelligent processing automation management solutions. Here's a thought. Here's the hospital records. Give me my money. No need to analyze my data. All right? I mean, really. Medical records quite detailed. Names, insurance records, medical diagnoses, payment records. Looks as though the data was sourced from insurance companies and related to car accident claims and referrals for neck and spine injuries. Majority of the personal information is thought to be for individuals located in New York, with a total of 2.5 million records exposed. So there you go, guys. There you go. Got to be careful about all this kind of stuff, but not that we can do a whole lot about it. So, you know, let me know your thoughts on all those in the comments down below. Subscribe to the channel if you've not already. I have some social media websites there. You can find the links for those in the description down there below.
Thank you for watching this video from Switched to Linux. This channel would not be possible without the backing of the program supporters scrolling on the screen now. You can be a supporter at Patreon at patreon.com/TOMM or at thinklifemedia.com. I also want to thank the open source community who creates such excellent software that makes producing this show possible. Please remember to support your software communities. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.